Today I wanted to talk about Ted Price and really just kind of say thank you. Mr. Insomniac himself, thank you for inventing Insomniac. You know, thank you for making my favorite developer of all time. And just being such an industry icon throughout the years for a very, very long time. Insomniac are a big reason why I still play games today, and without Mr. Teddy himself, we would never have got games like Spyro. We'd never have got games like Ratchet. We'd never have got games like Resistance. We'd never have got games like Spider-Man. Never have got games like Sunset Overdrive. Ted Price is a juggernaut in games, especially for me, especially for people around my age who grew up with the Ratchet games. It's like Insomniac were just like Insomniac still are, but just when Insomniac tweaked, Insomniac were untouchable. And Insomniac still exists, don't get me wrong, but Mr. Teddy, a few months ago, he left. He decided to hang up his fingers. I don't know what game developers do when they retire. What do they hang up? Their floppy disks? Their creative hats? I don't know, but he hung up something anyway, and he's gonna go live on a yacht or something, or just live out the fruits of his labor, and good for him. No one deserves it more. Whenever you hear about Insomniac, aside from those horrible crunch periods in the 2000s when every game developer was crunching, whenever you hear of Insomniac, previous employees or anything, they always have like really nice things to say about the company and how like nice it is to work for. I don't know, I don't know the man, but he seems like a nice man, and there's not enough nice men out there. Be nice, especially if you're a boss of someone. I mean, sure, you gotta be stern sometimes. You gotta keep people in order, but you gotta be nice, and that's really important, just in general in life. Another thing I really appreciated hearing, and this is only recently when Sony were doing a lot of the cuts, and still are doing a lot of cuts, but when Sony tried to take people away from Insomniac, when Sony were like, you know what, you're the only person releasing games for us right now, so we're gonna fucking cut hundreds of your staff, because fuck you, that's why. And Ted was like, you know what, motherfuckers, no, go fuck yourselves. And he said, you're not touching my Ratchet team. And when I heard that, I was like, you know what, Ted's cool. I know Ted's cool. Like that's fucking amazing. Hearing that story warmed my heart so much. It's like, look, whatever, you want to lay people, you're not touching my fucking old developers. You're not touching my fucking ride or dies. Go fuck yourself. That warmed my heart a lot. You do not see that enough in companies today. There is no loyalty in companies anymore. Ted has loyalty. Another thing is Insomniac always felt like they cared about their fans. You always felt like they looked after their fans, you know? More so than most other developers. You know, yeah, I always got that feeling from them, and I could be wrong here, but they always just kind of stuck by their fans and done what their fans wanted them to do. And that's very apparent whenever you watch videos of Ted or anything. Like, he's always consistently, instead of fucking blowing smoke up his own arse, he's always tanking the fans. But I've played the vast majority of Insomniac games. They actually own a game called Slow Down Bull on Steam that I haven't played, which I should probably play. I'll stream that one day. But I've played the vast majority of the big Insomniac games, and from everything I've played, there's never been a bad one. Sure, there's been ones that haven't been as good as their fucking peak periods, but there has never been a bad Insomniac game that like AAA Insomniac game that I've played. I've never played Fuse, but even that doesn't look bad. It looks like a competent game. It just doesn't. It just doesn't. Probably it looks a bit generic for the time. I don't know. I've never played the game. Maybe I'd fucking love it. But that's considered Insomniac's probably only real failure, aside from like people consider their like those era Ratchet games after A Crack in Time to be mid-tier. Yeah, maybe mid-tier in terms of Insomniac, but they're still bangers of games. They're still really fun games to play. So yeah, I don't know. Insomniac, no one has been consistent, has released as much as them, and has maintained that quality for such a long period of time. Another thing I really, really loved about Insomniac is when with that switch over to the PS3, when everyone was ditching their 3D platformers and just focusing on their hyper-realistic shooter games or whatever they wanted to do. Insomniac didn't forget. Ted didn't forget their legacy. They didn't forget their what got them to the PS3 era. So they made their new shooter game, but they always made a Ratchet game alongside them. And that's another thing where I'm just like, you know what? Ted's cool. Ted's amazing. Ted, thank you, Ted. That's all I want to say. Thank you, Ted, for everything you've done. And yeah, I just wanted to make this video so it's cemented here in the channel that I thanked Ted. Yeah, that's it. Thanks, Ted. Enjoy your retirement. You deserve it. And thank you and Insomniac. I know you didn't make the games on your own, but thank you and Insomniac for being such a major part of why I'm still playing games today. So yeah, if you want 3.5 hours to waste, you can go watch the tier video. That'll be at the end of this video. You can click it there. And yeah, I'll see you for the next one. Love you, bye.